9.9. Let's have a look at boulder number 2, Campbell. What's your feelings on this one?
We've got first thing I thought with this one, it's like a outward facing start, so facing the crowd. Yeah, it looks interesting. The first jump is like quite complicated because, as I said, you're facing out from the crowd, so whether you turn in before you jump up to that black hold before the 10 or you kind of flip as you jump, and obviously Meiji sees the same thing.
Yeah, he's straight into it, and then Medj D on the left-hand side. Again, a bit like Samoa, this really should be his boulder here.
Yeah, for sure. He's really, really good at this style.
But I wonder if there's some pressure that comes into that as well. You know, you see your first boulder, you know it's your style, you know you should do it.
I think so. I think they're correct somewhat.
Yeah, I think I'll make that adjustment. I expect him to get this pretty soon. Meiji, meanwhile, is more awkward on this starting position, I thought.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see what he can do here. And he's going to try the in method. Because, I mean, the advantage of facing in is you don't need to twist.
Yeah, it definitely makes the... Oh, that was...
Medj Shout gets it done. Good work from him.
Yeah, attempts with just how much time he gives himself through all the moves. He really, like, plants the foot, carries through, like nothing is rushed. There's like the perfect amount of power and momentum through every
minute, and doesn't like the beginning of this boulder so far.
No, it's such an awkward... There's just so much and so little space.
So here he is in position.
Yeah, this could be a real sticking point for some of them, and then maybe an athlete like Tomoa, Serato will fit into this space a little bit better. You need to tire yourself out in these pressing positions as well. Like he's not getting any point, especially with these repeat attempts. And it's easy to get that tunnel vision and just...
Thorben would like something better out of this than a zone if he wants to keep in touch with our winners.
Oh, just the like... I think the like fitting into a tiny little space and then having to do this just a nice little swing, one arm.
So here he goes on the second half.
Not just hitting the foot and, you know, pushing through fast. It's really like landing in and bouncing off again. It's like kind of two distinct motions. You really do have to have so much finger strength to be able to generate. You know, the hold is good, but there's so much force.
Trying lots of different things here, but he's not liking the start of this either. It's way harder than I thought it would be, Boulder. I thought it would be a fairly simple pop-up to this. Now he makes it work.
Speaking of finger strength.
Yes. Right, second half then. Now this is all about working your feet up the yellow volumes.
Yeah, nasty little like tight overhead press off that right hand.
Let's see if Thorben can repeat that jump. Yes. No, he can't.
I don't think he has much of a choice. It really is just catch it and ride out the swing.
He's got to do it, hasn't he? Thorben comes into this press. He's done better. He's getting there with two zones, but he's got 20 seconds, both do. And no, Thorben, I don't think. Jack McDougall will go on, another tall athlete. He might struggle again in this position.
For sure, but also super mobile. I think Jack has a lot of flexibility.
He's very powerful with his legs as well.
Really smart climber. Almost he can afford to give himself a little more time on that one.
Jack eyes up this palm.
If I can grab that, I can mince it. I'm on. And he's thinking, maybe I'll struggle to hold that crimp one arm, so I need to find something a little more technical, perhaps.
Yeah. He's going for it again. And look at this from Do-kyun as well, so keep an eye on him. It's all go here. Jack nearly gets...
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, I don't think it was a deliberate choice to do that. And if it was, wow.
Yeah.
where was
I think the fact that he was still as close as he was perfectly says to me that I think he's got a good chance of finishing off this boulder.
So Do-kyun goes, right, Do-kyun starts again. Yes, better foot placement this time, and slowed the movement down. Very good. Lee, he he gets the top in touch, just a couple of attempts behind.
Yeah, and Jack is doing exactly hammering attempts and burning through energy, I think, in this press.
That's his dad, I'm being told, watching on there.
Put up in the stress of the moment.
So Jack gets himself set. He's going to go for the press again. Let's see if he can execute. Only 12 seconds. He wants, and also because the zone hold is pointing towards the volume, if he gets the press, that's zone, right?
Yes.
The Moa is back in action after flashing boulder number 1.
Yeah, Tomoa definitely fitting into that space.
4 tops from earlier on.
Yeah, coming out and flashing the first boulder in a final is just such an unstoppable feeling as well. Like, you really have that feeling of like, oh yeah, like I could take this down right now, you know?
Yeah, give me more boulders.
And just the fact that the start points, it's 2 on each side, just makes establishing into the boulder so much harder. If it's 3 and then...
Oh, look at that, sorry, 2 hands. What a method on that one.
It didn't spin around at all.
Right, into the zone then. Good work from Tomoa. He starts to swing. Missed the jib that time. Up into the big press. He's got to wrestle. It's the same position Thorben got.
Such a brutal press if the later athletes can meet that score.
I like that, yeah. There's that jump again.
That's just so wild to me that he can blindly jump in that position and stick it so accurately.
Because if he slips, he's landing on his head, and it's not going to be... Well, this is the lack of personal safety we talked about. Tomoa doesn't care. He'll go again.
He just has this ultimate precision. It's like time runs slower for Tomoa than it does for everybody else.
Remember Max Payne, the video game with bullet time?
Exactly. It took a while, and you're able to lean in. You can call it a slab, but that's debatable.
Yes, I agree. I'm on your side of the debate with it. But yes, theoretically, everyone, you are correct. Now, this is a bit of a nasty foot swap once Meichi gets stood up here. He'll get his left foot on the jib, and then to cross through, you can't really do it. Meichi flashes the zone. Wow. So Meichi and Meichi.
This is going to be hard work for the whole final.
It's for me, I think. Right, Meichi does the foot swap. Meichi wants the crowd behind him. He always hypes him up, and he does seem to get so much energy from hooks his foot on. Oh, the little rushed. He's managed to save it just about. There is a sharp bit on that Houdini swap, the jib you're landing on, but it's still small. Meichi flies. He locks the top. There he is, hits the 25.
All the pieces are there. Those jibs are quite positive, and the volumes are too. And I think you got to make it happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's going to be the one.
But like we said before, he picked up a nasty knee injury last year from a very similar starting position. So he might be a little nervous for this one.
Thorben is in a pretty good position with 2 zones here. He's in 6th. If he can get a top, he's going to jump up the order.
Definitely. Jib being on a no-text volume is quite interesting as well, because it actually gives you a little bit more room to wiggle around, and you can slide down onto the foothold. Like sometimes a textured wall you can get a little stuck on the texture.
I get you. So there's stutter down and rather than slide into
like a lot of precision.
Thorben stood up. No, not that time for Thorben. Jan Lucas, just you can see the issue. I mean, literally lifting his own leg into the position.
Yeah, he's just lost as to how to fit himself into this box.
Through the legs.
And getting out of the start position is going to be the crux for him.
Yeah. Thorben gets stood up again. How is he going to do this foot swap? He hasn't figured it out yet. All right, here we go, the Houdini swap. Oh, no.
I think maybe Yanni trusts his finger strength a little bit more and is feeling confident that if he gets that crimp, he can stick it.
Yep. Thorben finds the left toe. Jan Luca launches again. He's close on that, you know.
Yeah. It's certainly the first crux. There's a lot of precision to it.
And Luca's all shoulders as he tries to find a position to jump up to this crimp. It's above his head somewhere. He won't be able to see it directly, and it's just getting pushed back. 12 seconds, it's one chance, and he's fallen on his chance.
Yeah, I think he was up a little bit too high and he had to kind of drop down into the position and it was...
So Dogan quickly faces out, immediately reading this one. Jack McDougall is just making sure everything is perfect for him. He knows this is his strong point.
To make it, and so I think anything here is just going to be a good time. So hopefully he's feeling nice and relaxed and just tries to put in his best.
Yeah, certainly he's doing well as he comes up. Dogan Lee locks off the crimp this time. Right, second half, and it's a big swing, and he lands really nicely on that jib.
Yeah, looking good so far. Really, like, relatively comfortable in the press. Maybe not as comfortable as Meshki, but
no, not enough to sometimes give yourself a bit of sort of pretend friction. And in the background, he has made the foot swap work. Dogan Lee makes the crimp work again. Oh, he falls.
He's still got time left on the clock, so
Still time for our athletes. Dogan locks that jump and spin.
Yeah, no absence of finger power, I think. You can see the lead climber coming out, just mincing on that crimp.
Dogan Lee hits the nasty hold. And hits the rack, and hits the top. It was almost kind of falling over.
Yeah, he fell his way up that last move.
Yeah.
Well,
and they go off the opposite way as well.
Exactly. So as much as possible is done to make sure that you can't determine exactly what...
And then turns to face out, and he's way more comfortable in this. Oh no,
and then
straight off.
And then just as fast he was off.
He doesn't quite know what to do here. I think he almost gave up on doing it this way.
Yeah.
Rather than falling.
Yeah, maybe he could be. Maybe he's a little frazzled as well.
Right, now he faces out again. And almost hits it. Yes, he is going to top it. Good work from Tomoa Narasaki. This is ramping up to be right down to the wire in the last couple of hours.
Really cool work from Tomoa.
Serato levitates right. Samoa moves into lead with that one. Serato is very close now. No one's dropped it from here. Let's see what he can do on this last hold. Careful with the feet, makes the pinch. Serato is also keeping in touch with our top three. Wow,
he looks stressed.